Alright, is everybody hearing me? Can you hear my nice voice? Okay, cool. So that's mean everything is working properly. To be honest, I wasn't expecting it would be that easy to make a stream, to start a stream. Maybe I shouldn't talk too soon. We'll see about that. So welcome everybody. We're just gonna wait a little bit that more people is coming. In the meantime, I'm just gonna explain why I'm doing this live stream and what I plan to show you today. So the like I said in the chat, I won't have too much to show. Don't expect proper gameplay. Don't expect something really polished or anything. Everything is blocky. Everything is created. You'll see about that. The last couple of years, what I did is learn tools and learn the pipeline to make a game, and also trying to understand what I want to do as a game. And I think now I'm in a situation now, where I kind of know what I want to do. I got some, I wouldn't say a clear idea, but I got an idea of what I want to do. But there is still a lot of shadowy parts that still need to be ironing, and that's normal. That's gonna be done during the development. So what we're gonna do on this stream, probably first of all, I'm just gonna show you where is the game, what is the game, and where is the game at for now. Probably make a Q&A. There are gonna be a question and answer, and then I thought it would be a good idea to me starting designing the first enemy of the game, which is gonna be like a generic enemy. I'm not gonna start with something important. I'm not gonna start with a boss. Something really simple, but it's important to start with something simple and to get the idea of the art style and and also when I'm gonna put that in game, I'm gonna have to work on gameplay elements. So it's gonna be easier if we're making something simple. So it's gonna be a minion, something like that. And I thought it would be a good idea to start designing on that. So I have nothing done for an enemy. I don't even know what I want to do, but could be fun to yeah, start designing during a live stream, and we'll see about that. We'll see how you people like it, and we'll see if that's interesting you, and if not, maybe we'll try something else. The thing is, I don't think it's gonna be possible for me to do scripting and programming stuff while live streaming, because it's the way I'm seeing scripting and programming, it's like reading a book, and it's really hard for me to be focused on programming stuff and at the same time talking and making a little bit of entertainment. So I think I'm gonna keep everything that is more art related for the live stream. And yeah, and for I'm sorry for my English. First of all, a little bit about me. I'm French. I think you already understood that from my accent. So bear with me if I'm trying to find words. English is not my first language, and it's gonna be sometime I'm gonna try to find words, but yeah, I'm learning. And for the schedule, yeah. What I wanted to say is, for the schedule of the live stream, I still didn't decide it yet. I don't want to start a YouTuber career, so it's not something that's gonna be. Don't expect something every day or every 2 days. It's gonna be too demanding for me. For now, maybe I'm thinking maximum 1 a week, but it could be also 1 a month. I don't know how. I don't know yet. We'll see if I have funds. We'll see if I'm able to work at the same time I'm streaming, and it's also some question I need to answer for myself. So we'll see about that. So what kind of genre it's gonna be? It's gonna be beat them all. I'm a big fan of Platinum games. I really like all the games, and yeah, so it's gonna be a huge inspiration on this side. But you'll see, there's gonna be there's gonna be a twist on that, and the twist is that I hope I'll be able to implement a little bit of management, but you'll see a little bit more about that in a minute. So I'm already really impressed by the number of people there is. We are 20 on this chat. No, we are 20 on this stream. I'm really impressed because I thought that the first stream is there will be anybody. It would be maybe me with 1 or 2 people. I was already prepared for that, but I'm really impressed to see that there is already so much people there. That's amazing. Okay, so I guess you don't want to see my face anymore, and I understand you. So why don't I share my screen? Here you go. So yeah, what you're seeing here is we are in Unreal. See, so that's, I choose to show first this scene because it's me trying to find art style and a direction for the arts for my game. But everything is work in progress. I would say that what you're seeing here, I'm 90% sure that it won't even make into the game. It's gonna be redone and it's gonna be reworked, and that's the way I'm working. So what you're seeing here is what's important in this scene is the feeling, the like I said, the art style I want to go, which is gonna be really colored and really bright. And also I've been trying to find a way to make a little bit of a painterly effect on the screen. I'm not sure if I like it or not. I don't know if it's the good direction for me for the game, but I find it interesting to explore in this direction. So yeah, just bear with me for the first stream. It's gonna be me working on the talking and at the same time reading the chats to see if there is a question. So I might I might miss some question. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, so the first, yeah, so the one question I always wanted to ask, let's say, is Nike Spin Paint. It's asking, always wanted to ask, is your username Godin is the version of Deng in French? Yeah, yes it is. Obviously it is. I thought any French would understand that, but I still have some question about that. But I thought it was obvious. But yeah, it's good for the English speaking there. Godin is, by the way, it's pronounced Godin. It's French, and it's the word dingue, which puts backwards dingue, Godin, and dingue in French means crazy, because I think I'm crazy. I look calm, but I'm crazy. Alright, have you played Cyberpunk? No, not. I didn't play Cyberpunk. I see a lot of review and videos, but didn't play Cyberpunk. And to be honest, I'm not really in this kind of game. I don't think I would play it, or if I would, it would be on sale, but it's not on my plan to play Cyberpunk. It's maybe more to say, but earlier on might be hard to gain pure, but never give up on your dream. People will catch on as time goes. Thank you, Oding. Thank you. But I'm really already impressed that there is already people and dozens of people on the stream, because I know that it's been a while I didn't post anything on YouTube, so I thought that people would forget even who I am, and that plus the fact that I did a switch between the Attack of Titan games to this one. I know that a lot of people were expecting just Attack of Titan game, but not so much of a new game from a kind of a new universe, and not really interested by these kind of things. So I thought that a lot of people would unfollow, but yeah, so far I'm already impressed. Alright, so let's talk a little bit more about the game. The game, like I said, I'm really inspired by the Platinum games. So first of all, obviously Bayonetta, but also Astral Chain, and I don't know if you're familiar with this game, but it's a beat 'em up game, which action game, and it's what I like in those games is the how could I say that, the combat system. It's always fast, precise action in the combat, and it's really it's putting me in the zone, you know, when you're playing really good and really well, and it's like every action you're doing, it's clicking, and it's I really enjoy this kind of feeling. Another inspiration is obviously Devil May Cry, which is the same type of game, and maybe more famous than even Bayonetta or those games. So for the combat action, it's my inspiration. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do something as fun. Probably not, because I'm just it's my first game and I'm alone. But that's the way I want to go with this project. So that is for the action game. But you will see also there is a management side on this game, which is what you're seeing here. It's what I would call a caravanserai, but you could say it's an inn. It's what I'm trying to do with that is you will have a hub where NPC will come, and you will have to entertain them and feed them and give them rooms and this kind of thing. So you would have two distinct gameplay. One that is calm and comfy and feel good, and the other one is gonna be more action and more nervous and more exciting. So maybe I will start with the maybe that's something I can show you. So this is what we called GDD, which is a game design document. It's really this one is really simple, and actually it's in French because I didn't even intended to share that, but I thought it would be cool for the stream. But one important thing that I work on is the game structure. I'm sorry, it's in French. I didn't even consider to share that when I was doing it. But I will talk a little bit about the kind of the lore and the setting of the game. Let's start with that. So the game is called SILKROAD Project. This is a temporary name. I don't know yet what's gonna be the final name, but the keyword here is SILKROAD. Personally, I'm really fascinated by the ancient Silk Road. I'm not talking about the hackers on thing. It's more like the ancient Silk Road and the crossroads in Central Asia. That's something that's for years I've been really fascinating with that. So it's gonna be my inspiration for the game settings. Yeah, élevage de chinchilla. Ouais. Tu verras pourquoi. So the idea here is the what does the Silk Road represent for me? The Silk Road was a trade route across Asia, from China to Europe, and crossing all the countries in between. And it was the first idea we got when we're talking about the Silk Road is obviously the merchants and the silk, but it's not just that. The Silk Road was also exchange, a really hot exchange of ideas and culture. It's when I'm thinking about Silk Road, it's what's ring in my head. It's the exchange of not only goods but also culture and ideas and people, and I find that's really fascinating. So I want to try to bring that in the game. I want to grab this idea and bring that and make a game around this idea. So in this setting, it's sorry, I'm also reading the chat. So will this be a part-time or full-time? Dinojo is asking, would it be a part-time or full-time? It's gonna be a part-time, because that's the it's not really an issue actually. I like working like this, but you have to understand that I'm working that alone, and I'm working that during my spare time. I got a job, and it's a full-time job, meaning that I'm doing 40 hours a week. So everything I'm doing on this project is done during my spare time, so during the night and during the weekend. So that's why the progress is really slow. So yeah, so to go back to this the explanation of the settings, yeah, so it's the setting of the game is not gonna be it's not a historic game. It's not based even on our world. There will be no mention of China, Iran, Mongolia, this kind of thing. There is no mention of that. It's a fictive world that I would be created, but even inspired by this in the real world area and this stuff. So the way I'm thinking about that is yeah, you would have. Let's start with that. I'm gonna talk to you about the world. The world would be divided between you would have 3 kingdoms, or 3 states, or 3 I don't know, but three, sorry for my accent, state entity. And when you start the game, the 3 kingdoms won't have any contact with each other, because they don't even want to have contact. It's the reason why is there is no curiosity between them. They are really closed center, and the border are closed. They are not interested in anything that the other 2 kingdoms is sharing. So there is no curiosity. There is no exchange between them. And you live in the center of these 3 kingdoms, and during the story, during the progress of the story, your goal is gonna be to I know it sounds a little bit cheesy, but to bring people together, I know it sounds cheesy, but that's how I'm thinking of it right now. So the goal is to bring people to know about others and share goods and share ideas and share culture, and it's gonna be progressive, and it's gonna evolve during all the during all the game. So Emmanuel Iture, Itu, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. Egede, you've been an inspiration for me since your Khan armor tutorial. Wow, that's a long time. I'm getting a bit ahead, but you should consider making an Evangelion game next. Yeah, that's probably not. I'm sorry, bro, but probably not, because the reason why I stopped doing the Attack on Titan game, it's because it wasn't my universe. And it was a little bit frustrating for me. It's something that I didn't create it from scratch, and so that's why now I'm working on a project like that. It's because I own everything. It's so much fun for me. It's really way much fun for me to work like that. So yeah, so that's the idea of the general broad idea of the setting. And so maybe to give you maybe I should have started with something like that. So that's a really blocky, really blocky concept of the world map. What I was explaining. So if you look at this, you see that in the center of the world there is your home. So that's you, that's your inn, so that's where you live. And you will have one kingdom in the north. That's gonna be probably the kingdom of in a desert ecosystem. Everything is wiped and don't everything can change at any time. But that's what I have that's the idea I got. So you got one kingdom in the north, you got the Confederation to the west, and you got states to the south. And each of these countries is separated by I don't know how to say that in English, but in French is something that can be crossed. So for example, you got a big mountain range that's separating the kingdom with the state. You got large river separating the state with the Confederation, and a big canyon separating the kingdom with the Confederation. So the only place where all this kingdom can go to each other is coming through your area, the center of the map, which is where you're living. But since in the beginning of the games nobody is even trying to reach other states, there is nobody in the center of the map, and nobody is even trying to go there. So yeah, so will this stream be available on your channel later? Yes, everything is gonna be if I understand well how YouTube is working, I know that as soon as I end the stream, it's gonna be available in VOD. So you will be able to watch the whole video after that. So don't worry about that. So if you can stay, you can see the end later. Don't worry about that. So yeah, so that's the kind of the big idea, the broad idea here. So you have the world map that will look something like that. So if I'm going back to this awful schematics in French, you see that this is what represents the game loop, how the meta game is gonna work in my head. So here you see royaume means kingdom in French, so you get kingdom 1, kingdom 2 and kingdom 3. The more they're gonna be exchanged between them, the more it's gonna increase something called stability score. And with this stability score, it's gonna unlock activities around your home, so around your where you're living. But what I mean by activities is everything that is combat related. So that means, like, for example, secure road, make some escorts, make some rescue mission, this kind of things. It's probably gonna have more idea after that, but that's you get the idea. It's gonna be more mission. You go there, you make a mission, and you go back to home. And by doing so, by doing this mission, you're gonna unlock all the activities inside your home. This home activity is more like cooking, like making more new recipe. You're gonna unlock new recipe. You're gonna unlock farming. You're gonna unlock entertaining, and this is where you're gonna interact with people from different kingdoms, for different kingdoms. And the more you taking care of these people, the more you're gonna increase the relationship between each of these kingdom, and the more it's gonna increase the stability score, and the more it's gonna unlock activities around. And you kind of see the loop here. So that's the loop I have in mind right now. Whoops, sorry. So Wedge is asking if it's gonna be an open world. No, I'm alone on this game. It's gonna be too much of a work for me to make an open world. And even if I'm trying to make an open world, if I'm alone on this, it's gonna be empty. It's gonna be boring. It's gonna be so no. It's more gonna be point of interest that's gonna pop up on this map, and you're gonna select the mission and teleport there, and you're gonna be teleported into a zone where you're gonna do the mission, and then when it's done, you're gonna go back to your home. But I need to understand that I'm alone, and it can be too much ambitious, because if it is, I'm never gonna be able to make it to the end. So I think you understand a little bit the core concept of the game, and what I'm trying to do with that, and the game loop of the game. So now you have a little bit more, I'm hoping a little bit better idea of what you're gonna do in this game. If you want to find some inspiration, where I took this inspiration, because obviously I didn't invent anything. It's mostly inspiration I took from games, places. I don't know if you know the game called Sakuna, Rise of Rune, or something like this. I think it's something like that. Sakuna of Rice and Rune. For the game loop, this is the big inspiration for me. I really enjoy this game, and especially the contrast between the calm and soothing period when you are at your home, and then the action combat mission. So I'm probably gonna try to emulate this same feeling in my game. And if you don't know the game, I recommend you to check it, because it's a really good game. And it's not open world. You will see in this game that it's the same idea I would try to do, which is you get a warm up, and you pick your mission, you pick your destination, and I think it's really well made. So yeah, so that's about the game setting. So now let's talk a little bit more for the exciting, more exciting stuff, which is the combat. So how the combat is gonna work? If I go to, let me do simple, yes. So this is a quick scene that I did to test the combat mechanic and to test the scripting the combats. So how the combat is gonna work? Let me just yep, I need to plug my I need to plug my gamepad. Wait a minute. Here you go. Yeah, it's working. So here you go. What are you seeing here? So the yellow character is you, is your main character, and it's gonna be the character you're gonna control. You see that there is a weird guy, it's following you everywhere, and it's what I would call, for now I would call a spirit or a stand, because the inspiration is coming from JoJo. It's a little bit the same idea. So you got a big dude, a big following around you. So if you are familiar with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, the anime or the manga, that's where the idea is coming from. So you got a dude following you everywhere. What you can do is your character can dash, which means he can almost like teleport, going really fast, making some dash. But you will see that there is a delay between your stand and you when you're doing a dash, and this delay and this thing is gonna be a key concept during the combat. Let me explain you. So here I got an enemy that's trying to hurt me, and I'm gonna be able to dash, and I'm gonna be able also to dash behind him. So that's gonna be my first defense. It's gonna be to time my dodge and making sure that I'm dodging at the right moment, going into the back, hitting into the back, and the dodge is gonna be used like this. And so now what the stand is doing, it's gonna be hitting the when he's going back to you, you're gonna be able to hit with your stand. Your stand is gonna be able to make damage. Sorry again for my English. I'm trying to find my word. It's not easy for me, but bear with me. So yeah, so that's gonna be the key concept of my gameplay. So that means I'm gonna hit my guy and sometimes dodging, and I'm gonna be able to hit my character during combo. And the idea is gonna be to time your dodge properly, so that's one, you're gonna the first utility is gonna be to avoid damage, but the second utility is gonna be to keep a combo alive, because you're gonna have the your stand or your spirit that's behind you, that's gonna hit the enemy during the how can I say that, during the rappel. So that's the key concept behind that. That's yeah. So something else you can do for now, the idea I got is you can delay the rappel of the stand. So right now I'm pressing the circle button on my controller, or the B button on a Xbox controller to dodge. And when I release the button, the stand is coming back to me. If I press the button and hold the button, you see that the stand stay in place, but me, I still can move around. You're gonna see that the camera is moving nicely so that you see everything around. Oh, I got some bugs. You see that the stand is going through the ground. It shouldn't be. But you see that I can delay the stand. And when it's going back, it's gonna be even more powerful. And you're gonna be able to make even bigger damage. And it's gonna be interesting when you're gonna have a lot of different enemies, and you're gonna want to play with trajectory of your stand. So if I got a lot of enemies, I'm gonna want to making sure I'm placed properly before calling back my stand, so that my stand is able to hit the most enemy I can. It's also gonna be useful during combo. So let's say that I'm hitting the guy and I'm dodging. If I keep pressing, I still can control my character and attack with my character with no problem. But at the same time, the idea I got behind here is to find a system where you can make some cool move with two characters, but playing with just one controller. So it's one person controlling two characters and doing some cool tricks. And I wanted to avoid to give too much control on the stand, because from my tests it was becoming too difficult to handle, and it was a little bit, you had to at least for me, I had to split my brain in two, and it didn't work really well. But with this idea, you start to be able to make some cool move with two characters, and you see that I have some input so that I can make the stand attack too. I got a button just for the stand attack. So yeah, you get the idea. You get the idea. It's pure aggression. I want to have a combat based on a lot of aggression, a lot of no dead time, and if you are playing well and if you are timing your dodge properly, you're gonna be constantly attacking, and you never be interrupted by the enemy. Because another feature I wanted to, I added is that the dodge doesn't reset your combo. So that means I can do combo chain and dodging during a combo, because I really want that player keep dodging, keep attacking, keep dodging, keep attacking. So it's really different from, let's say, a Dark Souls, where it's more careful execution. I wanted something more crazy and ecstatic, and so that's what I was trying to go for. I hope it's making a little bit more sense on what I'm trying to do. But yeah, it's already fun. That's a good sign. It's when it's really early, but it's already fun to play. That's really a good sign, I would say. Here we go. So that's the combat. That's where it is right now. So you see that everything is early. The characters are just mannequin. The art is not done. Even the stand behind you, it's wiped. It's gonna be redone because I don't like the design. I grow fed up of the design. But the idea is just to quickly test my ideas in game and validate it, making sure if it's good, if it's a good idea, or if it's just something that seems fun, but actually it's not when it's implemented. So yeah. So if I'm looking a little bit to the chat, seems like a really satisfying combat mechanics thanks to Wedge. Highly responsive. That's the key idea here. I want to have a highly responsive combat game. Something I love Dark Souls, but it's not what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to maybe even go to the opposite road of Dark Souls, which is for me Dark Souls is heavy combat where you have to sorry, I can't find my words, but you have to I can't find the word. Sorry, but it's a heavy combat and it's punishing. So so when playing Dark Souls, usually you're more on the defensive side and waiting for opening. It's also fun. It's really fun. I love Dark Souls, but for this game I wanted to try another way, which was more aggression type of combat, meaning that you're constantly harassing the enemy, constantly trying to hit the enemy, and with the dodge and with the your stand, making interruption in the enemy to be able for you to keep your combo alive. So what I'm trying to find is something really heavy in combo. So yeah, this is for the combat. This is all I have to show, and I think it's all I had to show for where I am with the game and what kind of game it is. And sorry if it took so much time, and sorry for me to rambling, but yeah, I'm not a YouTuber and this is my first time doing this kind of thing, so I'm learning in the process too. So yeah, you should focus more on the combat mechanics. To be honest, yeah, I starting this stream with the showing the universe, the management, and the world map and all, but the way I'm seeing the game, it's mostly combat, and then you're gonna be side things to do that's gonna be more added. But the core mechanics, for me, it's the combat. It's what we'll probably spend the most time trying to nail, because I think it's what you're gonna spend the most of time doing in the game. So yeah, the most important thing for me is the combat. So do you have any more question about that before we're going to maybe a little bit more in the designing stuff and production? So yeah, the idea seems very solid. Looking forward to how the game shapes and refine itself. Thank you very much. I'm kind of happy with the game mechanics I found with the stand that is following you. I think that it's not the most revolutionary idea in the world, but I feel like I found my gimmick, you know, to make it this game different from any brawler action game. I feel like I got something that's, if I refine properly, it might stand out from a different game, and it's not something that has been done a lot. I don't even think it has been done. I don't have any. I don't know if there's a game using this kind of thing. I know that Astral Chain has this same kind of things with the, you know, you got a spirit following you, and you got a link between the spirit and you. But the Astral Chain is a little bit more like I explained to you. It's you have more control on the spirit, so that you can you can control the movement of the spirit if you want. But I found that is breaking a little bit too much the action, and I found out that doing so, when it's making my brain switch from one character, press the button to control the spirit, and then, you know, my brain is now focused on the other character, and I had this switching feeling that I didn't want to have for my game. I wanted to have something more where your character and the stand is working in more unison and more harmony, and I wanted trying to find a way where it's more like two people fighting together, but closely together. So that's why I went with this idea of this kind of rubber band kind of things, and I think it could be a cool idea if I refine it properly. So yeah, what Harrington is asking, what will this game about? I don't know if you were there at the beginning of the stream, but it's gonna be a brawler with management mechanic on the side. When I say management, it's like a base management kind of, where you're gonna have farming, you're gonna have crafting, you're gonna have cooking, you're gonna have this kind of stuff. But the core game, it's gonna be the brawler type of action you're seeing there. So yeah. So about the character, I'm gonna show you that's what I've been working on for the main character. So this is, we are in Blender, it's not Unreal, and this is what I've been working recently and trying to design the main character of my game. So this, I'm almost done with that. The texture is done, the design is done. All I need to do now is to make an in-game version of this and bring this into Unreal. But you can already have an idea of what it would look like in Unreal and what the design of the character is. So yeah, that's the main character. So I hope you like the design. So the idea behind the art style there is I'm trying to blend actually modern clothing with more let's say traditional clothing too. So that's why you're seeing that she's wearing I like the idea of her wearing sneakers and a jacket and hoodies, but with some traditional elements. I found that's really interesting, and that's where I'm going for. So that would be the main character. So you see that she got the two swords. She got a heavy sword in the back and a more how could I say that? More, let's say, elegant sword on the side. So that's why my mannequin got two swords. So I'm keeping the same concept of the dual wielding character. So let me check the chat a little bit. When you call back the spirit, does it come at your position when you press the button, or is it trying to come back to you? So if you dash, you can change its trajectory. It's always coming back to you, and it's always gonna try to go back in your back. So let me launch the game again. So you see that I got my, if I'm going away and if I'm running, he's always gonna try to oh, sorry for this bug, he's always gonna try to go in my back. And so that's where you're gonna be able to control the trajectory in a sense. So that's another way to control the trajectory of your character. Looks really cool, thank you Wedge. Looks good, thank you Jonathan. The design looks really cool. Did you model it and tweak it vertices by vertices, or did you use the sculpting tool? I'm curious. It has been really challenging, because the art style which you're seeing right now is cel shading art style, and this is not something I'm used to. In my day job, I'm a character artist working on more realistic assets. So like you mentioned, I'm sculpting stuff and I'm using ZBrush and the traditional workflow. But for doing something like that and to reach something that is more anime style, I would say, it's a different workflow, and I had to learn it. So what I mean by that is, at the beginning I was trying to oversculpt. I was doing too much details. I was doing too much because that's the way I'm working. So what you're seeing here, you got on the two side, you got it's the same character. One is the without the shading, and one is with the shading. And this is the level of details I need. I don't need more than that, and that's something that I learned. Usually I'm sculpting more than that. It's if I was doing a traditional game with realistic lighting, it would be not enough. But for something with a shading like that, if you go too much details, it's gonna be too noisy and it's gonna look bad. So that's something that's I did a lot of trial and error to understand and find out what works the best, and this is where I stop. Hello, just like icon. How you doing? So yeah, here we go. That's the main character. I hope you like it. And this is what I planned for the stream, is maybe starting to do the designing of the first enemy of the game. So in the end, to be able to replace what you see here is the red guy. Obviously he's not gonna stay. This is a placeholder, and we could try to start just designing something. So let me explain what I'm looking for the enemy. Maybe I should explain before who you are fighting, against who you are fighting for. Wedge is saying, lucky you're in Blender for this cartoon style. I'm a characterist too, so a student, and I did a cell shade character in Maya. It really was a pain in the ass. Yes, I am a huge Blender fan. Even at work, even in my professional work, I'm only using Blender, and I even realized that I'm even using for this character you see there. I didn't even use ZBrush actually. Even if there is some sculpt job, I stayed in Blender because there is so much good feature like the being able to have a custom shader, and being that's I didn't want to sculpt in ZBrush. I prefer to stay in Blender even for the sculpts. Just like Icon is asking if it's gonna be an open world. No, it's not gonna be an open world because I'm alone on this project, and I'm working this on during my spare time, which means it would be too ambitious for me to make an open world of that. I don't. If I was doing an open world, it would be empty, it would be boring, it would be bad. So instead of that, it's more gonna be like you're gonna have a world map, and you're gonna have a point of interest in the world map where you're gonna be able to select and then load there. You're gonna teleport there. It's gonna be something a little bit more linear, maybe with some open areas, and when you finish the mission there, you're gonna be teleported back to your home, to your hub, but no open world. It would be too much for me. So yeah, let me go back to the to who you're fighting against. So for that, let me just explain the story of the game, because I realized I didn't even talk about the story. I hope it's still interesting for people and it's not too boring to hear me. I know I'm talking a lot and I'm not trying to so much, but yeah, what I have in mind for the story, and keep in mind that it's work in progress. Everything is work in progress, but the story especially. Right now, the idea I got is a long time ago, because every good story is starting with a long time ago. So a long time ago, let's say 500 years, something like that, the three kingdoms that I showed you earlier actually were there was a lot of exchange between each other, everybody. There was a lot of cultural exchange. There was a lot of it was a time of prosperity, and this was all thanks to one person that was kind of a diplomat kind of guy that was able to bring all the people in this world together and actually live together. So the god of this world, the gods of this world, because there is gods, and they're gonna be divinity, and they're gonna be a supernatural being. At this time, I can't find the word, récompenser, to reward this guy. Elevated him as an immortal, elevated him and was called to the divine kingdom in the sky. So the way this divine kingdom is working is it's kind of inspired by the Chinese mythology, and there is something really cool I found in the Chinese mythology. It's how the representation of the god is done in the Chinese mythology, which is, it's really administrative kingdom, meaning that you got emperor, you got a divine emperor, you got a divine minister. It's really fun to see the structure. Even for the gods, there is a administrative structure, and I found that's really interesting, and so that's something that I want to keep for my game too. So this divine emperor is gonna elevate this this person to, and I point him to a ministerial role. So it's gonna become a kind of a divine minister. But this a mortal becoming an immortal and living in the divine kingdom, it's not something. It's something super rare. It's something that's not happening a lot, and you will have some jealousy in the other minister in this kingdom, and especially one which has a lot of influence. So you got this immortal that's gonna become really jealous of this new guy in a way. So this jealous immortal is gonna scheme a plan to to make this new elevated person to lose his face and to become a loser. So his idea is to bring the lower world, which is our world, which is the world where the mortal is living. So that means your character, to become less prosperous and less to end this kind of era of prosperity. And by doing so, it's by creating I don't know yet what it's gonna be, but maybe like a sect or a religion or something like that. But a community that's gonna share idea of we need to stop to we need to kind of a fear of the other, a fear of the other kingdom, and trying to bring fear in this world, and don't talk to other kingdom. We should go back to our close the border and live just inside of our kingdom, and this way it's gonna kill all exchange between cultures, and it kind of bring a dark age in this world. So nobody is trying to meet people from other kingdom, and everybody is staying inside the kingdom. Are you French? Because you have a very French accent. Yes, I am. I am French, and it's obvious, eh? But yes, I am. So yeah, so you're gonna have these sects in the mortal world, and that's gonna work to make sure that people don't want anything from foreigner in a way, and that's gonna be the enemy of the game. So that's gonna be who you're gonna fight for. So I need to design kind of a group of people that feel like a little bit more, I don't know yet, it's religious or kind of sect or religious or something that's a cult. Let's say a cult. I think a cult is the proper term for that. So I need to design a cult, and so that's what's gonna be our first enemy. Sounds good? So for for the art style of the character, I'm trying to blend different culture there. I'm trying to blend different inspiration. The main three inspiration I got is Chinese, Mongolian, and Turkic, and the third one will be Persian. So I'm trying to find a blend between each other. I don't know if it's something that you can see on this character. It's maybe a little bit too subtle, but for example, you got this kind of belt area, which is really and the sword, which is heavily Chinese inspired, but you have the hair, the hair dress, and the hairstyle. It's more Central Asian and more Turkic, and in the back you got some element of person pattern, trying to bring this kind of thing. So that's the idea of where I'm going with that. Is trying to blend, trying to find inspiration in each of these culture, and trying to put that in one character, and mixing it with modern elements too. So really trying to have there is a lot of mix, but I hope it's at the end it's working and it's giving something good. I really like this character. I can't wait to see him moving in the game. It's gonna be fun. So yeah, so the first step for me when I'm designing a character, it's obviously finding some references. So how I'm doing that, it's easy. I'm just going to my Pinterest. I got I don't know if you you know this this website, but I got an account on this. Just let me connect to that. Wait a minute. Sorry, I'm not connected on my Pinterest. I don't know why. Okay, bear with me. All right. So yeah, every time I'm going, I'm browsing every time I'm browsing the web, I find a picture that I like and I find it cool. I'm trying to have the habit to save it and put that into one of the into a board. If you're not used with Pinterest, it's just a place where you can grab any picture on the internet and save them somewhere in a way. So I already have some cool pictures. In this one I put a lot of designs coming from the region of the you see that this kind of hair dress, that's something that I try to emulate in the main character. I'm trying to bring that with the instead of doing this with the fabric, I tried to put that with the hair, and trying to have this kind of framing of the face and the hairband. So that's where how I'm using inspiration and trying to create a design from inspiration. I think the mistake would be to take this picture and say, okay, now I'm doing the exact same thing. I think it's you would miss something. You would miss to bring something personal. But yeah, there is a lot of cool idea. So this is my Pinterest, and there is a lot of stuff I already saved, and this is my first place where I'm going when I'm starting something new. And then when I'm ready to do something, I'm also using PureRef. I don't know if that's a software you know, but what is PureRef? It's more like imagine like it's a sharkboard when I'm gonna be able to pin photo, and the difference between this software and Pinterest is, first one, PureRef is staying local on your machine, so it's not on the web, so it can be good, it can be bad, and also you have a lot more control on how you manage the arranging of your pictures, and you're gonna see why I like to use the PureRef. So let me start with I think I'm gonna start with the trying to find some idea in the my fashion streetwear board, and I'm gonna try to find some cool feature that looks like a bad guy, you know, kind of a bad guy in a cult. So obviously this one, but this one I think is a little bit too cliche, I would say. So Savino Del Olio is asking, the wall project seems amazing, thank you. When you started working on it? I started working on it as soon as I stopped working on the Attack on Titan project, so that's mean now it would be like more than 2 years, but it took me that much time because I needed to learn stuff. What I mean is learning new programming skill, new scripting skill, new designing skill, new I learned a lot of things, and I also spent time refining all those ideas that you saw. There was a lot of trial and error. There was a lot of trying stuff, didn't work, scrap it, try again. So that's why it's taking so much time, and the reason also why it's taking so much time is because I'm doing all of this. I'm doing this during my spare time. I got a full-time job, which is 40 hours per week, so that's mean the only moment where I can work on this is during nights and weekend. So that's why the progress is pretty slow, but I like it. I don't mind if it's taking a lot of time, because right now I'm having fun. I'm having a lot of fun, so that's the main goal, right? To having fun. So if it's taking years and it's been years of fun, I'm okay with that. I don't mind with that. So let's see. I kind of like this picture because this eye design making a little bit looking like a card thing, and also these straps. Kind of like this this idea too. So every time I find something that's makes some point, I'm putting that into my custom board when I'm gonna design the enemy. And I think it's probably today it's probably mostly that. It's probably gonna be mostly me browsing pictures, finding stuff I found interesting, and arranging them to kind of refine a little bit more and more the cool ideas, stuff like that. Yeah, this I kind of, this is, I think it's something fun. The really big scarf. This could be fun to have something really big, oversized, and putting some large design on that. It's gonna be really eye-catchy, I think. Could be cool. This could be interesting, the kind of bandana it's got on the mouse, even if I think it might be a little bit too cheesy, too, a little bit too maybe I'll put that, we'll see about that. This is fun. I really like the hat she's got there, hiding the eyes. Like, usually I really like anything that is oversized, you know. I find something cool in this, even in the proportion of the character. Yeah, the dual color is cool too. Would be fun to use that too. But yeah, you see, I got a ton of pictures. I grab. If you don't know this guy is really awesome. Xmao, I don't know how to pronounce that, but you should check it out. I really love the design he's doing on this character. It's really cool. It's one of my main inspiration too in the art style for the characters. It's really cool what he's doing. I love that. This is fun. Love the shape. I love the bended arms. It's really weird. Could be fun too. So I think for this stream I'm gonna go to until 1 p.m. Which means like I'm probably gonna end in 40 minutes. I'm just gonna make a stream of I plan to do 2 hours for today, so I'm guessing that it's gonna be 40 minutes of me looking at pictures. I hope you're okay with that. hairstyle, but not sure. Or maybe the tattoos are cool, but I don't know if it's gonna work well with my art style. Anything that is too detailed become too noisy. But I think I like neck tattoo. I think that's something that we could add to a character. If the neck is apparent, that could be something cool to add. It's kind of cool too. I'm at the end. So sometimes what I like to do is, if you're using Pinterest, Pinterest is really fun, because if there is one picture you like, you can click on it, and usually you got a lot of suggestion that is pretty spot on actually. Like this kind of bunch of things can be interesting, but the thing is that can be really tricky to animate when you have hanging clothes. So let's see, I'm not sure about that. Let's see about that. So yeah, the idea also I'm seeing for this character, it's gonna be the first of several characters of the same cult. So that I need to find what I mean by that is I need to think of that as a family of character in a way. So I'm gonna be able to make variation of it. Like for example, the first one might be the melee guy, so the guy that's fighting in melee, and then you're gonna have a variation which gonna be the range guy, and you're gonna have the bigger guy, you know. And I need to think of this in this sense, and to remove me a lot of work, I need to make sure that it's something that's I can create a base and then make some tweaks to make a new character instead of every time starting a new character. It's gonna be too much work for me. So if I kind of find a style that I like for the this sect and this cult, yeah, I say that's what I was looking for, the cult thing. Oh, this is cool. I like the shape of the vest, and I even like the pointy. It's making almost like there's a handbag. It's looking weird. Might be a cool stuff. Yeah, that's what I like in pure ref. It's the possibility to rearrange your photo. If one is too small and one is too big, you can always move it, rotate and scale it. You can even do things like that where you can adjust the scale so everybody is doing at the same relative scale, and then even make automatic rearrangement. It's really cool to creating boards of inspiration, I think. Ooh. This looks like something that could be wear by a cult thing, eh? But again, I'm not sure if that's something that's gonna animate properly. When you have too much clothes, it's always difficult to animate. Yeah, this is funny. The straps or the straps thing. Actually, that's something I forgot, but usually every time I'm doing this, I'm also, when I find a cool picture like I'm doing in the suggestion, I'm trying to save them in my main board, so that the next time I'm designing something else, it's gonna be saved somewhere. Yeah, the pattern here is cool too, but maybe a little bit too high-tech. I'm gonna grab it, but I don't think I'm gonna use it. Yeah, this I found funny. I find it kind of cool, these sharp things that doesn't make any sense, but it's there because why not? And it's almost like looking like, you know, this kind of if you're watching Naruto, I'm sure you know what I mean, that this kind of seal, paper seal you put on something, sometimes it explodes. It's looking cool. Yeah, I don't like it. Every time I'm going back to the last window, the only thing with Pinterest is I don't like it. I'm losing my position in it. So let me see what you suggest. I forgot again to put that in my board. Here you go. This is interesting. Kind of like it. It's chaotic the way the dress is done. It's like there's the sleeves, there's some hanging clothes. It's funny. Could be cool to make something kind of character with crazy thought, crazy. Could be a good idea for the cult. Like making no sense. Oh shit! What is that? It's cool, but I don't think I'm gonna use that for the curved. Still gonna save it. Save it. Yeah, that's what I am enjoying the most on Pinterest. It's getting lost. That's the fun part. I like the big print. Let me see. Let me arrange that a little bit more. Here you go. Let's check a little bit in other board. Let's see. What if we're looking for in my SILKROAD people board. This armor is really cool. I find it really cool. It's a real one. If I'm not mistaken, maybe I'm wrong, but it's a real one. It's an old one. It's not like a cosplay of things or thing like that. It's really a historical armor. It's really cool. using like a mask. The good thing about the mask is it's really helpful when you're making a game because you don't have to make any facial expression or stuff like that. Might be fun to find an idea for a mask. The thing is, there's nothing that's ring in this board. There's nothing that's ring really like bad guy. Crazy hot. It's always good. Yeah, actually this is fun. Put wait. SILKROAD. SILKROAD people. Alright. This place is amazing, Samarkand. I hope one day I will be able to go in this place. It's in my top priority of trips in Uzbekistan. This is looking amazing. The amount of pattern in it is looking so good. That's crazy. Anyway, we were looking for bad guy. Show me bad guy. I still didn't find something that's clicked for me. Like, oh yeah, this is where I'm going. This is where I'm going for. I'm sure of that. Closing for China. I like the big kind of shoulder pad here. Looks funny. Nothing really interesting so far. Again, I might try to avoid too much closing. I know I'm gonna have too much issue with that. I'm okay with main character, like the stand or the main character you're gonna play, but maybe for common enemies would be a good idea to avoid too much closing, hanging close. It's gonna be a nightmare to animate. Oh, I know that in Middle East there was a sect called the assassin, which is the origin of the word assassin, which was a kind of a cult or a sect of well, assassin, and it was a sect that was using hashish. That's why they are called assassin, the drug. Let me see some interesting design. But this is getting too fantasy. I would try to avoid too much straight up fantasy design. Oh, this can be cool. Do I want him with a hood, or is it too cliche? Actually, this picture is cool. But I might try to avoid the cliche of the assassin. I don't know. I still didn't find the cool design that making me say, oh no, that's what I want to try. This, I like the silhouette. There is a mask. Or actually we could, instead of making a hood, we could create the same feeling with kind of hair, a hairstyle that's simulating a hood. Could be interesting too. The more I'm thinking of this, and the more I'm saying to myself, maybe it's gonna be better if I'm doing a mask, because it's gonna remove me some work to do facial expression and this kind of stuff. But I'm still not sold to this idea. I don't know. This one is overused. Kitsune mask. Maybe we could try something fancy and weird like this. I don't know how to say that. The colorette. We try some kind of mystic elements, like the affix. You see that the fume. Not sure if it's a good idea though. Alright, I think I went a little bit too far away. Now I'm in kind of a European fantasy design. Let's go back. I went too far. Let's go back. Do I have another interesting board? Let me see current design. This is cool. I really, every time there's a weird silhouette like that, I find it pretty cool. Like overside of the over-exaggerated silhouette, I find it cool. I'm sure it's, if I'm doing that, it's gonna be a nightmare to animate. It's gonna be impossible to move around the shoulder pad, but it's so cool. Yep, same reason. This is actually really cool, and it's looking like actually this is close to what I'm trying to do. Like it's you got some traditional elements mixed with modern fashion. You got kind of a voodoo style, a little bit kind of a menacing style. This is actually really interesting, I think. With the tattoo and all, that's actually a good inspiration. I love the I love the socket with the sandal. That's maybe the most evil things in the design. Damn, this is cool. I think I found something that I like. Obviously it's not gonna be a little girl, but design wise this is really cool. Yeah, and even the overall side of the exaggerated proportion, everything is cool in that. I should say me. Who are you? Can I find more? Can I find more of you? Oh wait, is it? I need to make sure it's not. It's safe for work. Not so much what I was looking for. This is super cool too, because it's got this kind of ethnic feelings. I don't know if I can say that, but there is this really strong patterns, and that's really something I want to keep to. I think I'm onto something there. I think it's finally going somewhere there. But you see why I love using Pinterest? It's because of that. It's you can spend hours scrolling and getting lost in pictures and design, and there is so much cool stuff there. And I think the algorithm of Pinterest is not so bad actually. To in their suggestion, it's usually I find good suggestion. Probably because I'm using it for a while now, so it's got a lot of a big echantion of stuff. He knows me. He knows what I like. All right, let's say with that. But a little bit too cliche, I would say. Ooh. Interesting. There is this mask things that could interest me, and the really nice design and around the neck. It's actually kind of cool because you have a big contrast between the a lot of design here and noise here, and the rest is pretty black and I would not say simple, but your eyes is already looking at the first thing you're looking at this, especially with the line it's going toward the head. That's something that could be cool to study. Actually, why not make when I was saying that I wanted, would I want a hood or not on the head? That could be something to look at. Something, maybe not a hood, but ornament around the head. That's something interesting to check. Lots of good art indeed, eh? So I keep scrolling for 10 minutes more, and then I think we will be done with this stream. So since it's the end, what you thought about this kind of stream? Is it so a bit interesting, or is it boring? Or I'm guessing that's the way I'm seeing that. It's the first part of the stream was more explaining a lot of stuff, and a lot of stuff that don't have much visual. So I feel like I might have over talked too much, and I was a little bit my ideas of what I was trying to say, my brain was everywhere, so I might have not been consistent in what I was trying to say. There was so much thing I wanted to say, but it wasn't structured in my head, and finding my words in English doesn't help. So sorry about that. I would guess. It's my first stream, so I'm learning too. But what do you think about this kind of more relaxed, more chill that we've been doing in the second part of the stream? Did you enjoy it or not? That would be interesting to know. You can leave a comment on the video when it's gonna be on the audit to let me know if it's something that's you would like to see again, or if it's maybe not exciting enough. Yeah, thank you, Jonathan. I think we're thinking the same way. Eh? I guess it's something that I will learn it with the time. Maybe being less stressful and more relaxed, more chill. Nothing more. If I'm in the warmer current mid zone, that means I went too far. I went too far. Let's go back. I like the art style. I know it's a sci-fi kind of thing, but the silhouette is making it the super simple silhouette for the hair is kind of cool. This is funny too. Big heads munching a small head. Why not? The color, but I don't think it's gonna fit for this one. Skip down. That's the only thing I don't like. It's every time I'm going back to the previous page, I need to scroll down even again. That's annoying. Alright, I think I'm gonna end it here for now. So let me rearrange it a little bit more. Put that here. Let's see. So this is gonna be streetwear. Gonna put a note. Streetwear, here you go. And this is more gonna be, how can I say that? Random? I don't know. Alright, let's go with random. And this is more traditional. There we go. Doesn't make any sense what I'm writing, but I understand myself. Right. Alright, let's recap. So far I got some interesting elements I want to keep. The strap things, obviously, it's something that's kind of that's something that I always find interesting. So I might try something with that. I like this one in particular, this kind of thing strapping around the arms, feeling it a bit like even, you know, the I don't know the name in English, but you know, when you strap crazy people, camisole thing, that could be cool for a cult. This obviously I really like the design because it's chaotic. It's making no sense, but that's the point. Might be something to play with. This one is too cliche. I think I even remove it. But yeah, I like the oversized coats, even with the handbag things. Might be something to play with too. Same thing for the scarf here. That's kind of cool. And here, what I like is the idea of a mask. Mostly because it's gonna be easier for me to. I won't have to animate anything, yeah, so it's kind of a lazy thing. And yeah, I think this one is really cool. I think of all the pictures I found today, it's maybe this one that is the coolest, I would say, and the more interesting for what I'm trying to do. We got the traditional clothing with the modern fashion vibes, with tattoo and print inscription, like a little bit of mystic inscription, feeling a little bit mystic. So I think this one is gonna be one of my main inspiration. I'm pretty sure of that. So yeah, I'm gonna save it, and I think we'll be done. Let me put that in my drawbar. Assets row, character. Let's create a new folder. Call that enemy. Yeah, it's already a mess in my folder structure. I would have to clean that. And then cult. Probably cult. Generic 01. Let's go with that. Concept. Ref cult generic 01. All right, it's saved. So I think I'm done here. So let me know in the comments if that's something that you enjoy, if it's not too boring, if I'm not speaking too much, if I'm not speaking enough, it's what I'm showing is interesting. If you like to see me designing stuff, my process for that, and I think the next session, I'm gonna keep the enemy only for the live stream. I think I'm gonna keep that. I'm not gonna work that during my free time outside the live stream. I think it's gonna be more interesting to make that like a series, so that the next time I'm gonna do a live stream, we're gonna start designing into Blender, because I like to start directly into 3D. So that might be a good time to start trying some ideas that I got on my board and see how I can adjust that. So that probably is gonna be the next live stream. So with that, I think I'm done. I will probably post when I know the next time I'm gonna be available to do a live stream. It's probably gonna be next week. Like I said, I'm gonna try to make maximum one stream per week. I'm not gonna try to make that too often. It's not the carry I'm looking for. But personally, I had a lot of fun doing that. I think it's you saw that at the beginning. I was a little bit stressed, a bit nervous, but when I'm starting to lose myself into pictures, it starts to be more fun for me and more relaxing. And I'm hoping it was the same for you. and I'll see you next time. Thank you very much for being there, and I'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye.